There we go. Now we'll give it a try. So
hopefully we'll get a notification here in a second.
Hopefully. Maybe I've been banned from going live for another hour or so because everything was all sorts of goofy. Trying to dry run the camera on my phone to see how well it would work. And God, my hair is a mess. All right.
Watching off here.
No.
I tried to back out.
Okay.
See if the live would come up now.
50th time is a charm. Vlog update.
I tried to back out.
Okay. 50th time is a charm. Vlog update. Okay, audio's working at least. 50th time is a charm.
Let me go over to Discord and tell them you're out.
Okay. At least I'm back in my onesie. Okay. At least I'm back in my onesie. Now we got feedback. At least I'm back in my onesie. Wow. So, take a looky here. Do 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 do. Da da da. Gotta love it. Whatever. It's working. Indeed, it's working. Nobody loves me. Let me out. I'm stuck in this little box. At least I remember to take my medication this morning. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes, for real this time. For reals.
It's posted.
Yay. What are all these buttons for? Picture-in-picture layout, screen layout.
It lets you bring other people in different configurations.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to figure this out. Nobody loves me. I'm gonna go crawl into my little rock and hide.
cried wolf too many times.
Did I?
I don't know.
I think so. It's probably what it is. Maybe it's just too early in the morning. It's 1:00 in the afternoon over there in the East Coast. Only 9:55 a.m. here. Oh, there's another human being in here. Who's here? I can't see it. Can you see who's here?
You should have the chat window down your right side.
Don't worry.
Greg.
Oh, hi, Greg. We're playing around with my phone camera earlier, and we were driving down the road and trying to figure out audio problems. And so now we got me on the my laptop because my phone the microphone's acting kind of goofy. So I want to give everybody an update, but nobody's up. Oh well. So maybe I'll just get this party started on my own. I don't know. See who else shows up. And Greg left.
There's Tiger.
Where's Tiger? Hey, Tiger. So I'm back in my onesie. That was the shortest shift ever. Got there, got fired. Just kidding. I didn't get fired. There was confusion as to my actual start date. And all the confusion was on my part. So that was fun. Wow. It's cold out today. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my goodness, that really hurt. So, yeah, so I'm back home. Make sure to check your email and finish direct deposit forms. Okay, will do. Just telling my new boss that I was a spaz today because I screwed up. Hi, Teresa. Welcome. Scanned copies, card. Oh, so it's question and answer time. Just need to get this stuff going to my new boss here real quick. So I need to send copy of my social security card, which I hate doing, but I can definitely do that. Let's see here. Let's see here. Why is it doing this to me? Anyway, so there we go. Sorry. So yeah, today is interesting. I got up at 5, or I set my alarm for 5:30. Hit the snooze button 3 or 4 times, and then I had a big 30-pound cat butt in my face, and Leroy's like, "Your alarm's going off, mom, mommy, smell my butt, mommy, wake up." So I finally got up and went outside, grabbed myself a frappuccino, bottled frappuccino, because I just didn't have the energy to make coffee this morning, and I don't have my coffee pot pre-programmed. I should, but the reality is that I really love my coffee. I've missed going to the coffee stand before work every morning, and this is a 6-shot, 20-ounce caramel macchiato, full fat milk, because that's how we roll. That's how these bitches roll. So have to fight all the stoplights between here to the to the main road. And it's like, I was like, damn, do I even have time to stop for coffee? And anytime I don't get a coffee before I go to work, I kind of stress out, because I really need the caffeine, or else, my day just totally goes to shit. Because the last place I worked at, for the most part, it's like, the only thing we had was Folgers decaf or Folgers regular. Actually, just Folgers decaf, and I can't drink decaf. There's too many chemicals that's used in the decaffeination process, and it's actually bad for you to drink decaf coffee compared to regular coffee. So anyhow, my favorite coffee stand, hadn't been there in a couple months. Finally pull up to the window, and my favorite coffee girl is there. She's the manager of Cafe Elite in Bonnie Lake, and can't remember her name to save my life. I've been getting coffee from her for a long time. I still can't remember her name. So she's like, "Oh, hi, long time no see." And I'm like, "Yeah." So she starts making my coffee, and then she turns, and she's like halfway through, she goes, "Oh, you want your regular coffee, right?" I'm like, "Yes, I would like my regular coffee, please." "Okay, I just want to make sure." I go, "I'm a creature of habit. Remember, I have the same damn coffee every day for years. I just can't. Yeah." So get back out on the road, and I'm looking down at my screen on my car, and it says that I should be pulling in there about 8:21, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I wanted to be there 15 minutes early." Scheduled time is 8:30. Finally get down to the bottom of the hill, and it's like it's at a stop before I get on the 167. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell's going on here? Why is there this much traffic going on at this time in the morning? You would think that all the traffic would be pretty much gone by now. And I'm getting a little upset, and then finally get around the curve, get on the 167. I'm like, it's smooth sailing. I don't even have to use the carpool lane, or the HOV lane. So I'm just puttering along. Lots of cops out doing their speed checks and stuff. I must have passed at least a half dozen of them on the way to work. And so I'm like listening to my music and just driving down the road, and feeling really good. And I get there, and I go and check in at the front desk, and they're confused about why I'm there, and that they didn't hear anything about me coming down. And I was kind of laughing a little bit. And I had turned off my ringer on my cell phone, put it in silent mode so I didn't hear it ringing, and it was my new boss. And he's like, "Oh, I'll be there tomorrow at 8:30." No, you're supposed to be in at 8:30. No, I'm like, "Oh crap!" So I call him back because he left me a text message, and so we're talking, and I'm like, "Oh yeah." He goes like, "Yeah, I know that you're all excited about starting, but really?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was some confusion. Don't worry about me. I'm fine." We're both laughing about it. Thought it was hilarious as hell. So he goes, "Well, I got so and so coming down to say hi to you and show you how to get into the building." I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right. It must be another entrance." Um, so he comes out, and I think he was Filipino, which is interesting. I'm Filipino, or half anyway. And so he showed me how to get in, and I was at the wrong entrance. So that's not a big freaking whoop. No big deal. I wasn't supposed to be there today anyway. But I pulled into the driveway about 5 minutes to spare instead of 15 minutes to spare. So as soon as I fix the audio, okay. So at least my actual start date is actually tomorrow, not today, tomorrow. So that's what happened. That was my spaz moment. I got that fixed though. So we had a laugh about it and talked to the person that I'm replacing. Found out why he was leaving, and it's nothing nothing major or anything like that. So, I guess apparently he had interviewed a bunch of cooks in the past, and when they found out that they were going to be cooking for inmates, it got really, really, really nervous. So I guess, hi, Bernd. So I guess, I'm not anxious. I'm not scared or anything. It's like, I know I can hold my own if one of them tries to take a swing at me. And it's nice to know that I don't have to break up fights. I can just call for help. So at least I shouldn't be coming home with any black eyes or broken teeth or broken nose or broken eye socket or broken jaw or whatever. So that's good. So you guys don't have to worry about that. So tomorrow's the big day. Not today, tomorrow. So anyway, so while I'm here, I figured, we would do a little bit of question and answer stuff. How did the live go yesterday? Did you guys watch the pre-live video that I posted with, blood is not great content. Never see me fight. I actually had somebody's teeth embedded in my knuckles, and both of us ended up in the emergency room, and I actually did more damage to him, but they cut my shirt off because I was covered in blood, but they didn't know whose blood it was or where it was coming from, and it was actually the guy's blood all over my shirt. So they cut my shirt off. Yeah, Silly Bird does it all the time. Of course, yes. So back to yesterday's live. Did you guys watch the pre-live video that I released just before the live, where I was showing how everything was prepared, or most everything was prepared in advance, just to save some time on the actual live video. I decided to try it that way to see if you guys like that or if you would rather see it on lives. So that's the question. Do you like the pre-lives so you could skip over all that stuff and go straight to the live and just watch all the action? Or do you want to see all the goofy little stuff first in the live, if that makes sense? I'm not making much sense today. First time I've had a 6-shot caramel macchiato, so my brain is racing right now. I'm surprised my teeth aren't chattering. I already had to go to the bathroom once since I got home, and I haven't been home very long. So, what do you think, guys? 2-part is great. Okay. Tiger says, I think it's valuable and keeps alive at 1 hour. Okay, that's cool. I just want to just want to put out some really great content and not bore you guys to death with, some of the stuff that, you don't really want to watch or not necessarily watch. But plus, it also gives me a chance to, um, you know, shoot a camera straight down at the cutting board, that far away. So you actually see, the cutting board better than if you were to look at it from the live with it shooting straight down on the cutting board. So from the top. Although, well, at least I'm not boring. Thank you. Hi, Phil. Okay, Phil, Mr. Phil Sharp, is a very, very dear and old friend of mine. I haven't seen him in a couple years or so. I think the last time I saw him was Fish and Chip Friday at the bowling alley. It's got to be about 4 years ago. God, Phil, we need to get together sometime. Haven't seen you in so long, it seems. Miss you, really do. I really miss you a lot. And I know that our schedules just don't quite mesh together very well. Oh, that's right, for chowder. And I know you love hot sauce, so I'm going to be bottling up the one that I've been curing pretty soon. It's got 3 extra hybrids in it that's even hotter than the Scorpion's Kiss sauce that I used to make at the bowling alley. So I'm saving you a bottle, Phil. So we got to get together. So shoot me an email, chefcivvy@gmail.com. So that I have your email, so we can try to coordinate that, so I could get you a bottle of it, because I know how much you love hot sauce. So I made you one. So made one for Leanne, and also one for Shayna, and one for Joe. But anyway, yeah, I know you love it. So that was my fun. Maybe just call them cooking prep. Okay. And that's the other thing, is that in order to be able to see some of the little stuff, it's broken up into 2 parts. It's easier to find than having to go through and watch a video and have to go and skip back and forth and try to find where that was shown. With exception to the hoisin sauce that we made from scratch, I figured that would stay in the live, so that you could, so that we could all chit chat and you guys can ask questions and stuff like that, because it's like not really much there's not many questions that can be asked while we're cutting up vegetables. I mean, it's like, oh, can you do that again? Well, no, I don't have any more carrots, sort of thing. So, yeah, Phil, I when you popped on, the last live that I had, I saw your name pop up. And I'm like, oh my God, Phil. Oh, geez. Such fond memories. We had some great times. The sauce is manufactured, not prep. Right, exactly. So, and that sauce was so good. Even though I put a little bit too much peanut butter in there, one of the things that you could do when you are making sauces like that is you can adjust to your liking. So if you wanted it a little sweeter, you can make it a little sweeter. If you wanted more peanut butter flavor to it, you can add more peanut butter. There's just certain things that I don't measure out. I know how much is supposed to go in there. So it's about a half a cup, about half a quarter cup, half of this, and yada, yada, yada. But I ended up putting in way more than I needed to, because sometimes they just don't come out of the jar the way you want it to, and plopped it in there, and it's like, oh. So today I'm going to work on getting all the recipes up. I know I've been kind of lagging behind on that. I'm so sorry. So what would you like to see for another fish day? Some more shrimp or some fish? Anything special? Anything? I think everybody's kind of liking the fish thing. Talking Yes, you are sitting 18 inches to my left. Baked fish? Okay, you can do that. Uh, I gotta think of that one. Um, Maybe we'll do uh, there's a special way that I bake fish, and it's kind of like a poach, but in the oven, and that's kind of nice. But one of the things I noticed with baked fish is that you don't get that beautiful caramelization on it. So what we could do is we could put it in a pan, sear it off, and then pop it in the oven. Is that good enough for a baked fish? Because I really like to have that caramelization on the fish instead of it just being a stark white thing. Uh, no, it's not poached. It's not poached in foil. Um, there's two ways that I do it. It's like we could do what's known as empapillote, which is in paper, um, or we could do a milk poach. Milk poach is kind of fun. I like to do that with halibut, but halibut prices are really, really, really up there. Etouffee. Oh, sorry about this, guys. I forgot today's garbage day. No, it's not silly, Teresa. There's a lot of people that don't like the skin. And sometimes I don't like the skin because unless it's a crispy skin, um, it just it's gonna get loud here for a moment. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe what I'll do is I'll mute the mic for a second. Hang on. Okay, it's garbage day and recycling today, so it's got a little loud. So I figured, yeah, I'm gonna mute it for a second and then come back. So anyway, so no, it's not silly at all to not like the skin. Even when you get fish in with the skin on in a restaurant and it's supposed to be crispy, the longer it sits in the hot window, what happens is that
Don't do that again.
What?
Stay away.
What happened?
YouTube picks that up.
Oh, do they? Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, sits in the window, and then it starts to go soggy again, and it's like, some people just don't like the texture of it, unless it's really crispy. What I like to do is I like to take the skins off and pitch them in the deep fryer and make kind of like a crispy fish chicharrone, I guess is what you would. I don't know. I don't know what you would call it, but anyway, it's like a fish skin cracker, I guess. Um, but to each their own. Not everybody likes everything all the time, and that's okay. So, yes, remove it and fry. Exactly. So, and then the other way that I do it is banana leaves, but that would mean that would be a long trek to the nearest Asian grocery store to go and get banana leaves. Banana leaves are really nice. This is what you could do is you could put steamed rice down, and you put your fish down on top of that, and then you wrap it all up, and then you pitch it onto the grill, and it basically steams inside this banana leaf, and then when you take it out after the fish is done, you lay it out on the plate and you break open the top, and then you pour in like whatever sauce you want to do. Like you do like kind of like what Mike did, Polish cha-cha. Do a little bit of hoisin sauce, except for not the bottled one. Use the one that we made yesterday. Or you could do like a curry sauce if you like curry. Green curry is always really nice for fish. Maybe maybe one of these days I'll teach you how to do green coconut curry, a Thai version, which is kind of nice. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure that everybody gave me their idea as to how that last live went. See if they liked it with the two-part. Yeah, it looks like two-part it is. So we're gonna work on that. The next one is going to be probably Sunday. Just depends on how things are going. Things are a little chaotic here at the house. I really want to do the one on Sunday because it's handmade pretzels and beer cheese. Now, there's not a hell of a lot of pre-prep that goes on with that except for measuring out stuff. So I don't know. Maybe you like to see dry goods get measured out. I don't know. Yeah, he did a great job. Timmy did a great job. And oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. I ended up having to go back to the kitchen to get some more. So I think we have enough for tonight for dinner. We'll see. So anyway, so that's the update for today. God, I'm tired already. I feel like I need a nap. You know, the spring birds were coming out recently, and then last night it snowed, and it was snowing pretty hard, but it wasn't sticking because everything was wet. So thank goodness it didn't stick. But apparently there's going to be more snow in the forecast, according to something that I was reading. I think this morning it came up. Yes, man, girl, it's working. Hey, onesie girls are definitely waiting for the pretzels. Yes, pretzels. One of the nice things about that is that you can do all sorts of really cool stuff with the pretzels. If you really want to, I'm not going to do it because I'm just, you could take it and you can roll those little smoky hot dogs inside. You just roll it around and then press it down and then just, bake them off as just, little pretzel bites, which goes really well with the beer cheese. But beer cheese is a lot of fun. So we are going on a road trip on Saturday down to Oregon. And that was part of the reason why I had my car broadcasting live, was to see how well the audio sounded to y'all so I can get it up and running. Maybe take you on a car ride. Y'all like that? Yes, jalapenos in the dough is also really good. So we're going to go on a little car trip, and it's a 3-hour car trip. I'll be doing the driving because I get car sick when other people drive, especially longer distances like that. But we're not going to say where we're going or what we're doing. That's a secret. But you guys will be in on it. Stop by the vineyard. We're not going across we're not going to the eastern side. We're just going straight down I-5. Straight down I-5. Vineyards that way. We're not going that way. We're going that way. Or that way. I have a really bad sense of direction because we got a mountain here. Oh, I wish I could turn the camera around, but this does not have a camera that I can turn around. So, because we got this beautiful hill, it's like right in front of us, and it's like it's a bunch of green, a lot of brown. When spring comes along, it's gonna just be, just gorgeous again. You get the kitty to put the air tag on their bag yet? I'm kind of afraid to ask what that means. Oh, I know you hate surprises, but it is Thursday, so you got a couple days. Well, we're going to Oregon, but I'm not telling you where we're going. But it's Oregon. So now you know where we're going. What?
We're not going into Oregon.
Yes, we are.
I don't think we're crossing the line.
Oh, are we not crossing the? Okay, so we're going down to the
Absolute
Columbia
South
River,
Washington.
absolute South Washington, known as Vancouver, Washington. Vancouver? That's right. We're going to
I
Vancouver,
haven't seen the address.
which is 2 hours and 47 minutes. I thought we were going to the other side
I
of the
haven't
bridge.
seen the address,
Oh,
but I was under the impression it was Vancouver.
well, yeah, but I thought Vancouver was also on the other side. It also was
No.
like on the other side.
Washington.
So I guess we're not leaving for Oregon. We're headed for south part of Washington, like down there along Columbia River. So anyway, going to be an extra in a TV series? Question mark. Oh, no. Is what Mr. Tim? Where's Mr. Tim? Mr. Tim's over here. 18 inches away. There he is. Trigger finger. Remember what I was talking about? Trigger finger. So this is trigger finger, where you cannot bend that finger. It's stuck. It's permanently stuck. This is why when you're doing a lot of knife cuts, try to do that a little bit in between tasks. Wiggle your fingers, relax them. Don't pop your knuckles. Do that sort of thing.
Yes, that's me, Teresa.
Yes. There he is. I don't know if you could hear him. He's shy.
No,
He's shy.
I'm just not combed and brushed and ready to be on camera.
Oh, yeah, that he just woke up just a little bit ago, Teresa. So, yeah, see, Timmy had
The other hand had
was it-
surgery,
oh,
but
yeah.
it's not much better.
yeah. So anyway, what they do is they inject the stuff into your finger to try to break up the icky part of that, where the tendon is shot. I actually have one developing in this pinky finger. So this is why I say, do what you can to keep your hands from doing horrible things. So for about 5 months, his finger looked like absolute crap. It looked like he had been like mauled by a freaking hamster or something, like a rabid hamster. His finger was just all icky, and he had this brace on his pinky finger that was holding it there. And then he had to wear that thing. Oh, they cut the nerve. We see they didn't do that to him. They just injected him with stuff. They were trying the other thing first. So they injected the stuff in there. And this is why I said it was very painful, because I remember what he went through. So and it took a long time for that. And then they went in and they started working on it to get it all broken up and stuff. And I guess the body absorbs, whatever it was that was in there that was causing it. And then he had to wear a brace for what, 6 months to a year or something like that.
Yeah.
But he only had to wear it for like part of the time. But it seemed to work up until fairly recently. His finger went all cattywampus all over again. So I don't think he's wanting to do that again. I think he's just going to get stuck with.
There you go. There's the other one. That's the one that's had surgery.
That's the one that had surgery. So you can see, right there. And this is just frozen. It's like I can't even. Actually, this is better than what it was. See here. So he's got big hands. So yeah. Anyway, yes, he said that those shots did hurt, but his finger looked like a mangled mess for a long time, and he claims it hurts when I try to bend his finger straight. Sometimes I just do that just to be a pain. I'm a little mean that way. I'm like, oh, look at your finger, it's crooked. Ah! So yeah, no, he doesn't like that. So anyway, Munchie Mafia, I'm going to let y'all go so that I can go and get my day started. I am wearing my onesie. I'm back in my onesie again, in my Under Armour shirt, and got my hair down. Feels good that way. So I'm gonna take off. Thanks for all the feedback. We're gonna do it that way for a while until it's no longer neat. Because I'm always looking at ways to deliver the information to you in ways where it works out for you. So love you long time, Munchie Mafia. Have a great day. See you soon.